today's fast online changing world, companies are always looking for ways to talk to new customers and scale. They run ads, make calls, and even go door to door. And companies themselves get pitched on the daily too. But this begs the question, out of all the modern communication methods, what works best when selling to companies and why? The answer is cold email. It basically means sending emails to people you haven't talked to before. In this video, we'll go over the many reasons cold emailing is dominating the B2B marketing landscape and why it will do so for a very long time. The first reason is that cold emailing is a direct communication channel, which means that the message you're sending is direct, clear, and exactly what you intend to tell to the receiver. In a way, it's closer to a one-on-one communication channel, natural conversation, compared to a more traditional ad campaign. It's also more direct in a sense that you can specifically choose who you're sending to. You can target specific individuals within an organization, like the CEO, the head of growth, or the head of sales, or whoever is relevant to the product you're selling. The last thing you would want is to keep promoting your product to a broad audience, knowing that the vast majority of people in there are not the good fit for your product. It's like playing darts in the dark. Unlike on social media, you can also more easily grab the attention of the recipient by being in the inbox. Even if it's only for a few seconds, you know that the person will actually spend some time reading your email and not just scroll past another ad. The second reason is that cold emails brings a more personalized approach. By knowing who you're sending to in advance, you can tailor your content and messaging specifically to the people you're sending to. For example, you won't send the same message depending if you're sending an email to a CEO, an SDR, a sales manager, or a head of a big department. That personalization directly increases the relevance of the message because you know the exact pain points of your prospect. You know what will resonate with them. And so you can send a crafted message that will hit those points specifically. As a result, your messages will be much better received by a prospect and will lead to more efficient sales process because it will increase your conversions. By sending cold emails, which is a one-on-one conversation with a highly personalized approach, you also can build trust much more efficiently because it looks natural, like you're creating a relationship. Whereas if you're just blasting an ad campaign on a billboard, well, you don't create any of that relationship and trust like this. The third reason is that with cold emails, it's very easy to measure the results. You can just track metrics like reply rates, positive reply rates, and it's very easy to track those numbers accurately. Just check the actual replies you get from your emails. All email sending tools will include tracking those metrics automatically, and they are reliable compared to marketing attribution, which is very hard to do well. Those metrics are also easy to interpret to a data-driven approach. For example, if you have a high reply rate but a low positive reply rate, that means you're actually landing in the inbox because people are replying to you, but maybe your targeting is off or your offer isn't good enough for people to be interested. And the actual replies you get will also tell you more information about that. If people are telling you, oh, I'm not the right person for this, then you know it's your targeting that's off. Tracking those metrics makes it very easy to do small experiments and A/B testing. You can just create multiple campaigns and slightly change the messaging, change the subject line, and track the actual numbers you get and see what performs best, which means you can very easily iterate on your past campaigns and get better over time. And again, what's good is that you have immediate feedback on what you're doing, especially if you're starting out. That is very valuable. You're just sending emails and people can reply to you by expressing interest, expressing disinterest, asking questions, provide feedback, and that's very valuable because you can address those directly. Reason number 4 is that cold emails is a very inexpensive channel. It's very cost effective compared to other marketing channels. You can literally start with almost nothing, just a free Gmail address, and you can start sending emails to people, and it's free. Obviously, if you want to do it right, you need to use a few tools out there, like create at least a professional email, purchase a domain, use an email sending tools, but those tools are very cost effective. For less than like $500 a month, you can build a very nice cold emailing tech stack, which is probably what you would spend daily if you were doing Google ads, for example. Unlike paid advertising, there's also no continuous cost associated associated with sending emails. Once you have the initial tool set to build lead list like Findymail or your email sending tool, whether or not you send 10 or 1,000 emails will more or less cost the same. Given that low initial investment, it is very easy to achieve a positive ROI when using cold emails as an acquisition channel. That means you can start low and reuse those profits to scale your email infrastructure. That brings us to our last reason, which is it's scalable. Once you've got some success with it, it's very easy to scale. You can just send more emails. Within your target audience, you won't be limited as much compared to other marketing channels because almost everybody in your audience will have professional email address, which is not the case of other marketing channels. For example, if you're advertising on Twitter, for example, then I can bet that not everybody in your target audience is using Twitter. Many of the things you need to do within cold email campaigns are also automated now with software, which means you can very easily scale with low human overhead. Now, although we've made it obviously clear that cold email is one of the only B2B marketing channel that checks every box, it does have a disadvantage, I must say. A perfect cold email campaign means nothing without quality verified leads, and unfortunately many people still struggle to find a good list to send their email to. That all changes with Findymail. We offer unparalleled B2B email data quality, ensuring that your outreach are both efficient and effective. Click the link in the description to check it out and get one step closer to acquiring your next customer through cold emails. Also make sure to subscribe, and if you have any other video ideas, please put them in the comments. We will read all of them.